Hello, welcome to this bookshelf. I'm Ariel Vershi. Today I'm going to be reviewing Amari and the Night Brothers, and this is by B.B. Alston. And so the basic summary of this book is how Amari wants to search for her missing brother Quentin, and she finds a suitcase, a sticking suitcase, where she finds this purple suit and gets a list of instructions for a promotion to the Bureau of Supernatural Affairs. The Bureau of Supernatural Affairs is about different departments where they have different jobs and how they do special things like go on missions to retrieve things and make sure the black book and the black key are safe. And the black book is a book which you can create your own spells with, but it must be used by the black key. And if they come together, then the Bureau of Supernatural Affairs sort of explodes. Not in real life, but those magicians are gonna bond them. Literally. As in, literally. So, will Amari and her newfound friends? Maybe not. And also newfound enemies. Hopefully she'll be friends with them. I don't like enemies, but I have a lot of them. Like, for instance, the dust bunnies. They're always under the beds. And then whenever I try to sneak under there when I don't want my dad or brother to find me, I sneeze. They find me. It's very annoying. Anyways, so will she stop them from getting the black book and the black key? Or at least one. Because if they're both together, that's bad. So if she does, then that's for you to read, you to find out. If she doesn't, that's still for you to read and you to find out. Because, remember friends, without reading, you wouldn't actually know that this is here. So the lesson that I learned in this book is that Amari just walked in with nothing, absolutely nothing in her hands. She wasn't even a rich person or had a connection to the Bureau. She didn't even know magic was true. So here's what happened. Miss Amari Peters, she walked in there just because they didn't have enough people at the place. That's why they let her in. Or because she did something extraordinary. But her brother, who's really, really famous there, who also walked in with nothing, gave her a promotion. But that's not all. She walked in with nothing. All the people thought she was going to have a cardboard badge. It's like really, really close to notebook paper. And what happens is that because of her brother, because of one person she was supported on, she could lean on like a cane and he would not topple over. Because of him, she got a moonstone badge, the highest badge, even higher than the boss of the Supernatural Bureau. She was embarrassed. She was like, seriously. It says in the book that something about her face was really pink, and she is dark skinned. And you know what I learned from her hard work? I learned that sometimes all you need is hard work. You don't need money, because with hard work you can make money. If you have money, then you don't need anything. You can just get on a plane, use that with money, with nothing except your own clothes. Who knows? Why do we even care? When you get to wherever you're going, you can get the stylish clothes from there. You can get the stuff from there. Of course, that'd be spending a lot and not usually doing what you're supposed to, but it's the truth, eh? Not lying here. All you need in life is money. But to get money, you need to have hard work. But I'm not talking about only money, nothing to sell, only money. That would be a disaster. There would be nothing to get. All you'd have is your same clothes, which would be, by the way, really, really stinky. And no water, too. Only money. So then you can swim around in some paper. That's all money is. A piece of paper. But it's valuable to us, because we switch things for it. With like a couple 100,000, 50 million bucks, you can buy a missile or something. Amari and the Great Game. The basic summary of this book is how Amari, in the last book, she was facing off Dylan, her enemy, and took some of his magic. And in this one, what happens is that there's a time freeze, and Prime Minister Merlin, the Supernatural, is frozen in the time freeze, which happened in the Supernatural World Congress. So then what happens is that Amari and her friend Maria, whom everyone thought was a bad magician ever since they saw the illusion of her breaking in, disguised as Dylan. But it was actually Dylan who was behind the whole thing. So then they found that they are blaming Maria for the time freeze, but since Maru has escaped, they know that it was him, but there was nothing they could do about it. They didn't want a public panic on their hands. And so then Amari is investigating the time freeze on her own, and she learns a lot thanks to a few friends. And Lara, who used to be her enemy, is now like her own best friend and her partner in junior training. So then what happens is that there is a lot of drama. I'll give you some maybes, maybe nots. Maybe, or maybe not, Quentin will wake up. Maybe Dylan will take away all of Amari's magic, or maybe not. Maybe Amari will take away all of Dylan's magic, or maybe not. Maybe Amari will learn a new type of magic, or maybe not. Maybe Dylan will go crazy. Maybe, or maybe not. Maybe this book will be awesome. Maybe. But I'm pretty sure that maybe is like 99.99999% correct. And this book, even if you don't like it, which is only a tiny 1% that you might not, because this book is amazing. I love this book, and it's just, I want to say the whole book out loud to you guys. I want to read it to you guys. I want you guys to know, but seriously, you guys should read the Amari series. The interesting thing in the book is that Dylan has gone bad. He took on the bad side. So, all it took to get him out of that was a few simple steps. Number 1, find Dylan. Nearly impossible. He escaped from the Slightless Steps, a prison underground, protective with over 100,001 agents which cover the place and protect it. Plus an extra one they added. So then there's so many people, and it's hard to come by food over there. So Dylan escapes from there and goes into hiding, meaning it's nearly impossible to find him. He's gone bad, but all it took was to find a spell and take away some of his memories. But the thing is, the spell, Dylan himself found it. Maybe there's a whole thing, but I'm pretty sure with the book that's this big, I think there's a pretty whole thing, and I think that you should read it. But the lesson that I learned from this book is that if you have one talent that you think that's the only thing you're good at, there's always another one. And someone can teach you another one. That I learned from their magic. Amari only has one type of magic, or shows, so she thinks. They always have two different types of magic. Dylan has tech magic, meaning while he is admiring this poster, or with his hands up in the air and his feet up in the air or something, he can use his head and magically type some messages to his friends to get them to escape, or he can call 911 or something. So that's why Dylan became a supervillain. He hacked into all the codes. I mean, that's basically what his thing's for. And then here, there's a new bad guy that they do not even know about. Since Prime Minister Merlin is frozen, we need a Prime Minister. Well, who could possibly be that? And so the reason I said that lesson is because Amari has two types of magic too. Illusions is her first, and she also has a weatherist, meaning she can control the weather due to her emotions. So then that means that, but there's a thing, just like learning talents from others, magicians do it the other way, stealing magic from others. It's not like stealing my little sibling, stealing my $2 that I made by something or something. But it's like stealing it for life, you can never get it back. And also stealing the magic is basically who you are, so it can kill the magician. So let's just hope that in the great game, whatever that is, you better read it. With that, I'll say bye and see you later.